Welcome back to Movement and Talisa for today's arm focus class for toning and definition. Now this is a no equipment class. If you're serious about getting toned, which just means more definition in the arms, then watch for my upcoming arm classes where we will actually be using resistance, because in order to get definition, we need to build muscle. In order to build muscle, you need resistance and progressive overload. So again, today's class is no equipment required and we can still create our own resistance. I will show you how. Come and meet me in a settled position, seated on your mat, your choice. You can close out the eyes or soften your gaze down, find stillness or a gentle sway side to side. Get in touch with your breath. And slowing it down, making it more purposeful. Noticing any sensations in your body, the pressure of the floor and your mat beneath you. Three more rounds of breath. You can implement that ujjayi breath, the slight restriction in the back of the throat if you're able to. Let's begin. Bring the arms out to the side. For starters, we're flipping the palms upwards like we're holding a tray, and then flipping them down. Flipping up and down, up and down. Keep going. Two more. Now you can keep with that. Adding on to that, we're going to rotate one shoulder down as that palm flips up. So the palm's rotating towards the back wall and then up, while these fingers turn towards the front and then up. So both palms are facing up, but they rotated in opposite directions to get there. Come through center, both palms are facing down, and now the back arm, shoulder rolls forward as the palm rotates towards the back and then up. Then front arm, palm rotates to the front and then up, and we kind of reach for that side. So rotate side to side. You can keep it slow and more broken down if you're still getting used to the movement. Or start connecting it a little bit more seamlessly. And already right here, you should be feeling this in the shoulders. And relax the arms down. Roll out the arms, shoulder rolls to the back. And then forwards. Arms settle down by the sides, palms are facing forwards, and squeeze and make a tight fist. We're going to be doing essentially bicep curls here, but imagine that you're moving through thick, viscous molasses. So as we curl up, I want you squeezing through your bicep, pulling up against that imaginary resistance. Come all the way up. Elbows are glued at the side and they stay there as we lower down. Now remember, on the way down, we're also pushing through that thick molasses. We're doing 5 of these, very slow motion like that. Curl up, squeeze through the biceps. You should feel yourself shaking. All the way up and lower it down. Only the forearms are moving. The upper arms stay exactly where they are. This is the third one. Push against the molasses and then push back down against it. That's 4, one more. Squeeze it up, feel the biceps working. And bring it back down. Shake out the hands. Bring the hands in front of you. Palms can be open, or you can make fists personal preference. And from here, we're opening and closing through the arms. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms straight out to the sides. Reach the arms up overhead. Reach, reach, reach as far away as you can so the shoulders are shrugged up by the ears, and then circle them down. Circle up and reach, circle them down. Keep going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. And now we're going to get into the triceps a little bit, giving the shoulders another break. Reach the arms overhead. You should feel a stretch. I'm turning to the side so that you can see. You can have fingers tented, palms splayed apart. You want biceps by ears. And then same thing, imagine you're moving through molasses. Push up through that thick resistance and then pull down against it. We're focusing on the triceps, so you really want to focus your attention on this part of the arms. Keep the rib cage hugged in, so no flaring out. Pull it in, finish going up, and then pull it back down. Slow motion again with these. 3 more. Pull it down. You'll feel it in the shoulders too, just because we've been working into them. But really focus on the triceps. And we're just going to do 1 more because I stopped counting. So just for good measure. And release. Come back to our shoulder rolls. Roll them backwards and forwards. Arms out to the side, flex through the hands, start really small with circles going forwards, and progressively make the circles bigger and bigger and bigger, so you have full range of motion. And now start making the circles smaller and keep going in the same direction, and smaller and smaller, back to a little pinpoint. Now point the fingers down and circle backwards. Same thing, just in the opposite direction. Get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then start making the circles smaller and smaller. Still going backwards with the circles. Smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And release. Shake out the arms, whatever you need to do. We're gonna go back to our bicep curls with our imagined resistance. Arms down by the sides, make tight fists and squeeze up. Focus on the bicep muscle and push down against the molasses. We're doing 5 of these. That's 2. 3. Fight against that thickness. 4, last one. Pull up and down, slow motion, squeezing, 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 and release. Switch up how you're sitting if you're getting uncomfortable holding that one-seated position. Arms back in front of you, opening and closing like we did before. Create your own resistance. You're pushing against thickness. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms out to the sides. Reach up as high as you can. Bring it down. Reach up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to our overhead tricep extension. Again, I'm just turning so that you can see. Arms overhead, tent the fingertips together, palms apart, biceps by ears, hug the ribcage in, and pull the fingers down. Biceps stay exactly where they are, pushing against that molasses. Bring the hands back up. Focus on the triceps. Down and up. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. Push back down, release, shake out the arms. We're going to do one more version of the tricep where we're going to take the shoulders out of it a little bit because my shoulders are quite burny and I just don't want them taking over for that. So from a seated position, we're slightly hinging forward. Glue the elbows by your sides, hands are down by your sides as well. Squeeze tight fists and then extend the arms back. So again, only the forearm moves. My elbows, my upper arms, they stay exactly where they are. And we're pushing against that molasses again. Squeeze your triceps at the top. Bring it down. Squeeze. Slow against the resistance on the way down. Push up and down. 2 more. Last one. And release. Spinning again to face you. And we're going to stretch out the arms. So reach one arm across body. And switch sides. Reach one arm up overhead. Use the other hand to pull the elbow back a little bit more, stretching out the tricep. Pull the rib cage in. Switch sides. Reach the arms in front, flex through the palm, use the opposite hand to pull the fingers back towards you, trying to get into the bicep a little bit. I find it's hard to stretch into the bicep. You might feel this more through the forearm, but that's okay. We're doing our darndest. Switch sides. Interlock all 10 fingers behind you, squeeze palms and wrists together, and then lift up the arms. You can even fold forward with this one. Maybe forehead comes down to the mat. Rise up as you lower the arms back and down. And come to settle into a comfortable seated position. Wherever you are, rest the wrists on the knees, palms facing up, point your fingers and thumbs, gently touch, soften your gaze down or close out your eyes completely. Slow the breath. With every inhale, grow taller through the crown of the head, creating space between the vertebrae. And then every exhale, get heavier into your mat. So it's those opposing forces. We're pulling ourselves apart out through the crown of the head and through the hips. Inhale, reach up and out through the crown. And without losing that, exhale, settle down a little bit heavier through the hips into the mat. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Bring the hands through to heart center. And then up to your third eye. In closing, we say, Namaste.